Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholoim la, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Chahakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yah Hanan Nawach. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And another cautionary tale, man. This is why the apostle says, leave this so-called N-dub alone, man. Leave the so-called black woman alone, bro. Okay, it says, woman threw dynamite at her boyfriend while he slept. When he woke up, his hand was gone. Well, the way that I'm reading the story, it wasn't when he woke up, because the story is going off into, I'm just going to kind of cliff note it. But basically, they got into an argument. They both left, supposedly. And he's thinking that he's alone in his apartment. He wake up to a hissing sound. And he noticed that, he noticed the dynamite. And he was trying to put the shit out, but he couldn't put it out. So he decided to try and grab it and throw the shit out of the window. And he didn't have enough time. It blew up in his hand and blew his damn hand off, right? So, and they only giving this lady, I think, what they say, 20 years, 25 years. But I'm thinking to myself, like, this bitch ought to get more time than that, just for the damn dynamite alone. Like, bitch, where you get some dynamite from? The guy said that she had threatened him with dynamite several other times. Like, so obviously she had access. I'm like, dynamite, like you. And you remember this? What's that rapper blew his damn hand off? I think an NFL player blew his damn hand off. We talking about with just regular, well, I can't say regular fireworks, but fireworks. So imagine some damn dynamite, bro. So they had to try and do what they could with his mangled hand, and all this other shit. And you can just see the look on that bitch face right there. At some point in the game, you had to have known that bitch was wicked. But anyway, Eve, she's similar to Esau. The scripture says that Esau is not in trouble as other men. He does shit and he gets these light little sentences. Because doing something like that to somebody, that bitch need to be put down. Straight up. 25 years for some shit like that. I thought it was, you can get shit. I thought you could get damn 25 years just for having a fucking gun. This bitch got dynamite. And so, he seen her running away and shit, as he's running out to his driveway, because he's trying to get some help. But see, you women that are at ease, man, the Lord is about to start dealing with you women, man. And see, the only reason why, really they can do shit like this is because of Esau. Esau has set them up, where if things don't go her way, as if she's the fucking man in the relationship, she can just do whatever she wants to. And you Jake, man, you got to use wisdom. The scripture says to walk circumspectly. You know what I'm saying? Not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. Because she probably slipped out with his key, had her a fucking key made. Now she's in your fucking place, man. Because how else could she have gotten in there? Unless he gave her a fucking key. Which a lot of Jake, they do shit like that too. Oh, babe, I love you here. I trust you. Here's a key to my place. Fuck out of here. She'll be slobbing a nigga down in your crib with that very same key, inviting niggas over, somebody to set your ass up. Because we living in these last days, and that's some cruel shit, bro. Over an argument. It didn't say that, he was so-called cheating. Like you got this Klay Thompson, Megan Thee Stallion bullshit going on with all these bitches running in behind this slut bucket. Been out here talking about wet ass coochie for, what I'm saying? Every time you look up your motherfucking ass game, you don't have no damn clothes on. Twerking and shit. So I guess the coochie wasn't good enough if he supposedly cheated on you. But with that kind of money, I don't even know why these do. And why I don't even understand, like, how y'all dealing with these known whores, man? How you dealing with them? You got all this money, man. You know how many beautiful women it is. You can go and get a straight diamond in the rough, man. It's countries, man, that's got women that don't even look at beauty in that sense, but be beautiful as fuck. You can go, man, and swoop you one of these Filipinos up, or one of these, just so go to one of these fucking third world countries where a bitch will really appreciate you, that actually really cook and shit, know how to actually clean, man, and actually do shit around the house, like really family oriented like that. You will go and date these just trading off the coochie, like that nigga just had, and then it's all in the news who had her last. Then you swoop down. That's like this nigga Stephon Diggs with Cardi B. Then Future and all this. Come on, bro. Anyway, and you women that are at ease, man, the Lord is about to put you in your place. It's that Isaiah 32:9. Wake up, you women that are at ease. You careless ones, because you're very careless in this society. But things about to get real nasty. I was just watching the elders live in GMS Hawaii Ba. And they was live, and they was going off into, the central bank and all this other shit. I only got a chance to watch a little bit of it as I was getting dressed for work, but they was talking about them rationings, man. They about to start rationing. They running out of this fertilizer. They're not planting. I'm passing the fucking gas stations this morning. The fucking gas done went up. So now your regular price, that gas is never going back down. You can forget about that. We went from just 2 months ago, before this Iran war, all this shit, I can remember getting some gas for $2.33. It was $2.33 a gallon. That shit is at $4.33 basically now. So you looking at a $2 jump in 2 months, and it's only gonna get more expensive as time goes on, right? So these men that would normally have looked out for you anyway to begin with, even the simps is catching on. But these men that would normally, throw some cash your way, look out for you, get your little nails done and do all that shit is a done deal. Jake not messing around like that no more, man. Damn tire pressure. Got a damn nail in the fucking tire. It's a lot. But yeah, man. Things are about to get real crucial out here. Real crucial. All this shit you women been doing, Jake not going for it. And Jake putting y'all down now, too. I mean, it's not just Jake. It's men just in general. These American men, these Babylonians with this Babylonian mindset. Hey, they don't have no problems, man, putting the screws to you. But this bitch was trying to blow this nigga up, bro. Just imagine, had he not awakened like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows, man? I'm just still trying. They never put in the story, like, where did this bitch get dynamite from? I didn't even go through the comments, but, I'm sure somebody in there, I'm pretty sure that's probably most of the comments. Where the fuck did this bitch get dynamite from? Like, crazy work, bro. You in your apartment, you in the sanctuary, you're in your place, your home. And that's why, apostles, they said that too, have your own place, let her have her own place, man. So when you do get into arguments, shit, let her go to her, you go home, she go home, whatever. But yeah, you gotta really, trust, you can't trust every damn body, man. These women are scandalous as hell. You talking about some schemers. And the scripture goes off into, from the woman, comes this death and sin, roughly paraphrasing. Look at the look on that bitch. That bitch look like Lil Bow Wow. Like, straight up. Like, look at the look on that bitch face, bro. You ain't know that, because it's certain, Jake, you gotta know at some point, like, this bitch ain't right. You gotta hear it but Jake, Jake love bullshit. That nigga wicked, she's wicked. In fact, I'm at a light. Let me see here. Gonna grab a scripture real quick. But you can just read through Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and chapter 26, and you'll get the rundown on the N-dub, man, pretty much overall, or women in general. But these N-dubs, man, they under those curses with we're all under those curses, man. So, you know, Eve is far worse, bro. Especially these New Day chicks. Oh my. Motherfuckers scrapping at the mall. They scrapping at the fucking gas station. They scrapping at the fucking restaurants. They jumping counters. They're tearing up property. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just not safe to be around, man. Just to be honest, man. And if she get a little bit heated, she gets heated, oh man. These bitches will shoot you. They will stab you. They will poison you. They'll put shit in your food, your water. You can't even, you know what I'm saying, accept a fucking meal from these. You know, you think you want your woman to cook for you, but these days you can't even trust a bitch cooking for you, man. You gotta cook your own meals, man. Cause you'll just never know what she'll do. She's capable of anything, bro. Matter of fact, though, let me see. Yeah, we getting there though, man. We one day closer. This right here is going off into 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1, where it talks about in the last days, perilous times shall come, difficult times shall come, where men will be boasters of their own selves, you know, fierce, without natural affection, incontinent, without self-control, you know, disobedient to parents, unholy, unthankful, traitors, heady, high-minded. You know, the scriptures, it tells you how the people are going to be in the last days, how they're going to be acting. Because that's some fierce shit. That's some without natural affection type of shit right there. You know, blew this damn man's hand off. You know what I'm saying? And she gets to just go on about her life. And they probably, if time went on, you know, which we're praying we're not here in no fucking 20 years. But, you know, she'll probably do 6 of them, 7 maybe, 8 years. And she's back out here on the streets looking crazy as hell again. Going to the prison, bragging. And I'm pretty sure there's probably some bitches in the comment boards that's praising this bitch. Because that's how they get down too. You know, Eve has no accountability whatsoever, bro. You don't have no accountability. That's just like with the this Klay Thompson shit, you know, with this Megan Thee Stallion, man. You know, like, bitch, we don't even need to know about you and your relationship with this nigga, man. Just if he went and got some more box on you, then keep it to yourself. Why the world gotta know your business like that? And seems like, you know, Klay, he chilling. It didn't seem to bother him much. Let me see though. It's a lock here. This bitch threw a stick of dynamite at that nigga. God damn, bro. Ecclesiasticus Sirach chapter 25 verse 13. It says, "Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman." Whoa. Oh man, bro. And any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of enemies. Yeah, man. And since, you know, Esau's our main enemy, and Eve is his fucking partner, so she's an enemy too. You know, the silent killer. You know, this is your enemy is in bed with you. It don't say that he was putting his hands on her. It just said they argued. Like, you know, shit, people disagree. But yeah, these motherfuckers is maniacs, bro. Yeah, it goes on. Yeah, that whole chapter right there, fire. Verse 16, it says, "I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman." Man, scriptures is real. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Yeah, man, you got to be careful around these chickens, bro. So I ain't want to keep it long. I just seen that shit and was like, damn, bro. Like, the brothers can't catch a break, huh? Jake threw that around here, man. That's worse than that pot of grits. You know, they were back in the days, you know. Bitch will throw a hot pot of grits on you, boy. The last thing you want hitting you rather just water hit your ass in them, because them grits stick to you. Hot ass grits, bro. Just bubbling at 150 degrees. And this bitch just tossing that shit on you while you sleep. Yeah, Eve, treacherous, man. Yeah, I've heard all kinds of stories. Yeah, man, we living in a situation where we just need out of here, man. Verse 19, it says, all wickedness is but a little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Yeah, man. So again, you know, you can read this whole chapter right here. I'm pretty much about at my destination. So, you know, just wanted to just kind of chop it up on this, man. But look at this monster again. Let's get another look at this monster. This shit is retarded, bro. She looked like Lil Bow Wow too. Bitch looked just like Lil Bow Wow. Big ass head. You ain't know that bitch right there was crazy. She looked crazy. She looked like she got demons on her. Anyway, with that, pray that the lesson was edifying. Hey, brothers, you know, pray. You know, scripture says to pray without ceasing, man. You know what I'm saying? You can pray. You know, the Lord keep you from a motherfucker like this right here, man. You know, and using wisdom, just being circumspect, you know what I'm saying? You know, doing, you know, your due diligence as far as vetting, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta vet these, you know, shit, vet everybody around you, really. Shit, it's at a point now where it's just like, God damn, don't even, you know, shit, it's best to not even deal with them at all. None of them. But again, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, again, pray, man. So with that, pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala and a Bubble Ball.